The 3 pillars of radiance: mind, body, and spirit, the system nobody told you about. There is a version of you that has been waiting, patient, luminous, and breathtakingly whole. She has not gone anywhere. She has simply been beneath the noise, beneath the busyness, beneath the years of being asked to be less. Today is the day we call her home. This journey is not about becoming someone new, it is about remembering who you have always, deeply been. Welcome. You are exactly where you are meant to be. Do you remember her? The little girl who moved through the world without apology, who sang when she felt like singing, who took up space simply because she existed? Life has a beautiful and sometimes brutal way of asking us to become quieter, smaller, more manageable. And somewhere in that process, the glow started to flicker. But it never went out. Not really. That glow, your glow, has been waiting patiently for this moment. Let us begin. Over the coming sessions, you will travel inward and outward, through the landscape of your mind, through the rituals of your body, through the sacred practice of truly seeing yourself. We will explore mindset reframing, the 3 pillars of radiance, your personal formula for glow, and the transformative power of guided mirror work. This is not a program, it is a homecoming. Arrive with an open heart and the willingness to be gently, lovingly changed. Your radiance is ready, are you? Before a single skincare product, before a single outfit or ritual or practice, there is a story, a quiet, persistent story that runs like a background program in your mind, shaping how you move through every room, every relationship, every mirror. That story was written long ago, often by voices that were not yours. In this session, we begin the most important rewrite of your life. Not with force, not with toxic positivity, but with truth, compassion, and the profound understanding that your thoughts are not facts. They are simply old habits, and habits can change. Most of us were never taught to look at ourselves with softness. We learned to scan for flaws before we appreciated features. We learned to edit before we accepted. This is not vanity. It is survival trained into us by a world that profits from our insecurity. But you are here now, and here we do it differently. In this session, you will practice the radical, quietly revolutionary act of looking at yourself with the same warmth you would offer a dear friend. It will feel strange at first. Stay with it. That is exactly where the magic begins. Comparison is perhaps the single greatest thief of radiance. It pulls you out of your own experience and into someone else's highlight reel. It whispers that their success subtracts from yours, that their beauty diminishes yours, that the world is a finite resource where someone else's gain is your loss. None of this is true. You are not in a race. You are not in competition. You are a garden unto yourself, with your own season, your own bloom, your own extraordinary and unrepeatable beauty. Today, we put down the measuring stick, gently, finally, for good. Every transformation begins not with action, but with identity. Before you can consistently do the things a radiant woman does, you must first decide that you are her. Not aspire to be, not try to be, decide. This is a declaration, not a wish. When you root yourself in a new identity, even before the evidence fully appears, your choices, your habits, your posture, your presence begin to shift accordingly. Today, you are invited to write the identity of the woman you are becoming. Use the present tense. Speak it as if it is already true, because in the most important sense, it already is. There are words that were spoken over you that you never agreed to carry. Words from childhood, from relationships, from passing cruelties and quiet dismissals. Somewhere along the way, they became part of your internal vocabulary. The words you use when you look in the mirror, when you walk into a room, when you dare to dream something big. In this session, we name them, we honor the pain they caused, and we release them, not because they didn't hurt, but because they never belonged to you. You are returning to yourself, And she is so much more than those words ever allowed. Radiance is not a single thing. It is not a skincare product or a confident walk or a morning ritual alone. It is the result of three essential elements working in harmony: the clarity of your mind, the vitality of your body, and the alignment of your spirit. When even one of these is neglected, the others feel the absence. When all three are tended with intention and consistency, you glow with a quality that is unmistakable. Not because you are trying to glow, but because you cannot help it. These three pillars are the architecture of your radiance. They are what we build on from here. The first pillar is inner clarity, the practice of quieting the mental noise that has become so constant we have forgotten it is not the default state. Clarity is not the absence of thought. It is the ability to observe thought without being consumed by it. To know your own values clearly enough to make decisions from them, not from fear or obligation. To hear your own voice above the chorus of everyone else's expectations. When your mind is clear, you act with intention. You speak with purpose. You rest without guilt. Clarity is the light that illuminates every other pillar. It begins with stillness, and it is available to you right now. The second pillar is body vitality, and let us be clear about what this means. It is not about shrinking. It is not about achieving a particular shape or meeting a particular standard. It is about nourishment, movement, rest, and the deeply transformative practice of treating your physical body as something sacred. Your body has shown up for every moment of your life without being asked. It has carried your grief and your laughter and your growth. When you begin to care for it from a place of reverence rather than punishment, something extraordinary shifts. You stop fighting your body, and it starts working with you in ways that surprise you. The third pillar is soul alignment, the practice of living in accordance with your deepest values, your truest voice, and the unique purpose that only you were built to carry. It is the difference between going through the motions of a life and actually inhabiting it. Soul alignment is not dramatic. It does not always announce itself. It shows up as a quiet sense of yes, in a decision that feels right, in a path that feels like yours, in a morning that does not make you want to disappear. When you are aligned, your radiance needs no amplification. It simply is, and everyone around you feels it. The three pillars are not grand gestures that require a perfect life or a free calendar. They are practiced in the margins of ordinary days. A conscious breath before you speak. A kind thought chosen over a critical one. A glass of water offered to your body with gratitude rather than obligation. A moment of stillness before the phone. These micro rituals seem small in isolation, but they compound. Over days, over weeks, over months, they build a life that radiates. Radiance is not something you perform on special occasions. It is something you tend quietly and consistently every single day. After working with women on their inner and outer glow, one truth has emerged with extraordinary consistency. Radiance is not accidental. It follows a formula. That formula is elegantly, almost frustratingly simple. Intention, the conscious why behind how you care for yourself. Ritual, the consistent, embodied how. Presence, the quality of full aliveness you bring into each moment. When these three elements meet, something ignites. Not a manufactured glow, not a performance, but a warmth that emanates from within and makes people turn to look at you. Not because of what you are wearing, but because of how deeply you are alive. Intention is what separates a sacred practice from an empty routine. It is the difference between washing your face because you should and washing your face as an act of devotion to the body you inhabit. When you bring intention to your self-care, to your words, to the way you move through your morning, you infuse everything with meaning, and meaning is radiant. Before each session in this program, you will be asked to set an intention. Not a goal, not a target, but a quality you wish to embody. A word, a feeling, a gentle direction. Let your intention be your North Star. Let it guide everything that follows. A ritual is not the same as a routine. A routine is something you get through. A ritual is something you arrive into. The physical acts are often identical, cleansing your skin, applying oil, drinking water. But ritual adds the dimension of presence and intention that transforms the ordinary into the sacred. In this session, you will begin to design your own personal beauty ritual, one that reflects not who the world tells you to be, but who you are choosing to become. You do not need expensive products or hours of time. You need 5 minutes, one genuine act of care, and the willingness to mean it. Of all the elements in the Radiance formula, presence is the most immediate and the most powerful. You have met someone who, by conventional standards, was not particularly striking, yet you could not stop being drawn to them. That pull was presence. It is the quality of being so fully inhabiting your own experience that you become magnetic. Not because you are trying to attract, but because there is something deeply compelling about a person who is actually here. Presence cannot be purchased or faked, but it can be cultivated. It begins with a single breath, taken on purpose in this exact moment. Try it now. There is no universal formula for radiance, only yours. The intention that lights you up may be different from the one that lights up your friend. The ritual that grounds you might leave someone else cold. The key is to discover the specific combination of intentions, practices, and presence anchors that ignite your particular glow. In this session, you will build your personal radiance formula, a simple, practical map of what keeps you luminous, grounded, and alive to yourself. This is not something assigned to you, it is something you uncover, and the act of uncovering it is itself radiant. Mirror work is one of the most transformative and one of the most confronting practices in this entire journey. It asks something deceptively simple of you: to look at yourself, not to fix, not to critique, not to catalogue what needs to change, but to truly, fully witness, to meet your own gaze with the same steady openness you might offer someone you are listening to deeply. For many women, this is the most vulnerable thing they will do. That vulnerability is not weakness. It is the exact entry point of healing. We begin gently, we begin with compassion, and we begin now. The first time you look at yourself without immediately reaching for a verdict, without the automatic inventory of flaws, the inner commentary, the comparison to some imagined standard, something remarkable occurs. You meet yourself, not your appearance, yourself, the person behind the face, the woman who has lived through everything she has lived through and is still standing here, still curious, still reaching toward her own light. This moment, this first, real, honest look, is one of the most powerful things you will experience in this program. It is not dramatic, it is quiet, and it changes everything. Words carry frequency. This is not metaphor, it is neuroscience. The words you speak to yourself, especially in front of a mirror, have a measurable impact on your nervous system, your self-perception, and over time, your actual lived experience of who you are. In this session, you will practice speaking kindness directly to your own reflection. Not performance, not affirmations you don't believe yet. Simply kind, true, honest words. The kind you might offer a beloved friend who was struggling to see her own worth. Begin with one sentence. Mean it as fully as you can. That is enough. That is more than enough. Your body has never once abandoned you. Through illness and exhaustion, through heartbreak and uncertainty, through every season you thought might undo you, your body showed up. It breathed without being asked. It healed without being thanked. It carried you here, to this moment, to this work. Mirror work with the body is not about evaluating what it looks like. It is about acknowledging what it has done. In this session, you will place your hands on your body, each part, each limb, and offer it something it may have never received: sincere, uncomplicated gratitude. This is where deep healing begins. Everything in this program has been building toward this moment. The guided mirror ritual is a full, immersive experience of truly meeting yourself, not hurriedly, not while multitasking, but with ceremony, with softness, and with your complete attention. Before you begin, prepare your space with care. Dim the lights, light a candle if you have one, remove distractions. Bring nothing but your honest presence and whatever gentleness you can offer. You will be guided through each stage. There is nothing to get right, there is nothing to perform. There is only you and your reflection and the extraordinary intimacy of finally, truly arriving in your own presence. The woman stepping into this final arc of the journey is not the same woman who stepped in at the beginning. She has sat with her own reflection and did not look away. She has tended her pillars, examined her stories, released the narratives that were never hers to carry. She has felt the discomfort of growth and stayed present anyway. That is not a small thing. That is, in fact, everything. What is happening now is not a return to some earlier version of yourself. It is an arrival into someone you have always been capable of becoming. Welcome to the beginning of what comes next. Welcome to your radiance. A radiant woman is not silent. She does not make herself smaller in a room to ensure others feel more comfortable. She speaks her truth with grace and without apology, asks for what she needs without performing gratitude for the asking, and shares her perspective even when her voice shakes. For many of us, reclaiming our voice is the most terrifying part of this journey, because somewhere we learned that being too much was dangerous, that speaking up had a cost. We release that belief here. Your voice is a gift. The world has been waiting to hear it exactly as it is. Beauty has been used as a measuring stick for far too long, held just out of reach, redefined by every generation, sold back to women at a premium as something external to be applied rather than internal to be expressed. This is its reclamation. Beauty is not a feature. It is not a number or a shade or an age. Beauty is the quality of being fully, honestly alive in your own skin. It is in your laughter, in the way your face changes when you talk about something you love, in the courage it takes to simply exist on your own terms. That beauty has always been yours. It always will be. Purpose is not a job title or a 5-year plan or a single defining moment of clarity. Purpose is the intersection of your particular gifts, your lived experience, including the painful parts, and a genuine desire to contribute something to the world beyond yourself. You do not need to have it all figured out. You do not need a clear path or an impressive answer. You simply need to begin listening to what lights you up, to what breaks your heart, to the recurring call that has followed you through every chapter of your life. That call is not an accident, it is a direction, and you are finally ready to walk toward it. Before we close this chapter, you are invited to make a vow. Not to perfection, not to productivity, not to anyone else's vision of who you should be. A vow to your own radiance, to tend it through the ordinary days and the difficult ones, to return to it when life asks you to dim, to speak to yourself with kindness even when it feels unearned. Write your vow in your own words. Let it be true, let it be yours, let it be simple. Then sign it. Because the most important promise you will ever make is the one you make to the woman in the mirror. She has been waiting for you to mean it. You did not come to this journey to acquire something you lacked. You came to remove what was covering what you already possessed. The radiance was never absent. It was layered beneath stories and comparisons and old wounds and the quiet exhaustion of performing smallness for a world that never deserved your sacrifice. But you have done the work now. You have been honest. You have been brave. You have been willing to look. And what you found in the looking is exactly what we knew would be there. Someone luminous, whole, and more than worthy of her own light. That is you. It has always been you. Radiance is not a destination you arrive at and then maintain effortlessly. It is a daily practice of returning to your pillars, to your mirror, to the kind voice, to the intention behind the ritual, to the presence beneath the noise. There will be days when you forget. There will be seasons when the glow feels far. This program will be here. Your journal will be here. Your reflection will be here. And most importantly, you will be here. A woman who now knows that she is radiant not because everything is perfect, but because she has chosen, again and again, to tend her own light. Keep going. This is only the beginning of what is possible for you.